Well, from what I've been hearing and reading about Americans, Australians, Europeans that move to the Philippines or they just come here to visit and get laid basically by really young girls, they're quite successful because girls here, they really like foreigners, they like our features, they like our white pale skin and long noses. Apparently they love long noses. They don't like the flattened out little cute butt nose that they have. And they want their babies to be just like us. Also, the English speaking ability is very appealing to them, and they're really interested in dating us, which gives us a great advantage. And some people are quite predatory. They come here and they just basically want to get laid by as many young chicks as they can, and then go home with a big smile on their face, maybe some diseases, who knows. But generally speaking, most expats that come here, they don't come here with that on their mind. They come here with an honest, kind heart, and they want to find themselves a good wife that is loyal and loving and caring and family oriented. Uh, Chances are because they've had their hearts broken already in their country of origin, such as I had. Um, yeah, you can find lots of them here. They're everywhere. Imagine there's over 100 million Filipinos in the Philippines. They have over 7,200 islands here, from what I've read, depending on how high the tide it is at that time. Uh, so half of those people are females. Guess what? 50 million females in one small-ish spot. Yeah, it'll give you some good chances of getting a decent girlfriend here. But you have to be careful. And again, depends on what your motivation is. If you're coming here to uh, just get laid and go home, then I guess you're gonna be okay, because you might just have to pay her for that night and then you go away, or she goes away. But if you want to find someone who might be your life partner or life mate, then you gotta be careful who you choose, because different women here have different motivations. The honest ones are the ones that, well, they'll like you the way you are. They don't really care how much money you have. They'll never ask you for money. They'll even pay for your hamburger, uh, or your cab ride, or any expense pretty much. I mean, they don't have a lot of money, but what they can afford, they are very generous and they will help you out no matter what. But then there's the ones that they are in to getting all the money that they can out of you, whether it's for themselves or it's for their family, or for themselves and the family, or their pimp. You don't know that. You have to really check her out. And I have a criteria of selection in my books, and I run every girl through that same ringer every time. And every time I hear any bells ringing, I try to stay the hell away from that woman, because chances are you're gonna get ripped. And how do I know that? Because I've been there. I've got the experience, even though it's only been 4 months now that I've been here. But man, the amount of women that will try to basically skin you alive, it's unbelievable. They're just, all they're looking for is money, 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 money. you have to be able to support them. Oh yeah, and then the big one, you have to be able to give them a baby. They want the mixed color baby because hopefully the new baby that they're gonna have, it's gonna look like you, gonna have the same features, you know, the white skin, or maybe you'll have a mocha baby that's not that dark but quite white, a little bit of a tan, that's okay, but they'll have the long nose and it'll be taller than the rest of them, and because of the fact that you were there, then the baby's going to speak English. That gives them a huge advantage getting a job. Not to mention that rich daddy is there to finance all the schooling and private schooling and college and everything. So for them, you're an asset, and you have to treat most of the women that, no, I should say not most, but all of the women that you meet, because basically it could be a pussy trap. And you have to put them through the ringer and your criteria of selection and ask them questions. I have a list, and I will write it down, because the list is a mental list. I don't bring a list with me to ask them questions when I date them. And I'll tell you in my next video how to ask them and what questions to ask to basically dig out all the dark crap out of them to make sure that you're not going to get ripped off in the end. And it's not just them. Most times when their parents or their family finds out that, oh, you're dating a foreigner, all of a sudden you become their bank or their ATM. And anytime that they need something, they either come to you or they go to her and get her to come to you to ask for money, for a loan or something. Yeah, no, don't do loans. Loans are not loans here. Loans here are charity. If you're loaning anyone money, you're not getting it back. I can almost guarantee you that. Fat chance of getting any money from a loan that you've given to a Filipino, because they just don't believe in that. They say, oh, well, he's got lots of money. I don't have any money right now, so I can't pay him back, even though he's sitting on his back porch drinking tanduay on your paycheck. But they won't pay you, and there's really nothing you can do unless you have a contract signed, which I strongly encourage you to do that. I don't care if it's 50 peso or 100 peso. Hey, you know what? If you're honest and you promise that you're going to pay me back, why not put it on paper? Then I know for sure that I'm going to get it back. Why? Because if I don't get it from you on the date that you promised that you're going to return it, I'm going to the barangay captain, and I'm going to get the captain to get your sorry ass in the office, and you're going to give me that money back or else. And then you're going to get your money almost guaranteed. There are some circumstances where even the barangay captain is going to say, well, there's no way you're going to get the money out of him because he doesn't have any. He doesn't have a job, he doesn't have any assets, doesn't have anything. You're not going to get paid, so just go away. And that's fine. But if you're lending a great deal of money, like 10,000 or something like that, oh yeah, you should definitely, because you can get their house. If you don't get paid, you can get their house. And the second that a Filipino is told by the barangay captain that you're gonna get evicted and he gets the house, they're gonna come up with the money. They're gonna go and beg, borrow, and steal, and you will get your money back, guaranteed. Criteria list is what's coming in the next video, so keep your eyes peeled, subscribe, because that way I can notify you when that video is coming up, so that you can listen to the story and the list, and maybe you can make your own list, add some stuff, make some comments, see what happens. Good day.